This I'll have to fucking do. Yeah. Okay. What am I fucking doing? Yeah, that. Okay, let's fucking go do the DLC. I've already seen the intro for this.
We've touched down on the atmospheric complex in Eridanos.
Yay, good. Era.
I think I'll initiate an unscheduled rest cycle while you're out.
Yeah, you do that. Let's see. Let's take... We'll take... the Vicar. And Yoka. I like those two, as far as interactions go. Yeah, we're gonna be with them with the entire DLC, so might as well stick with it. GC. Okay. Who the fuck is GC? Golden Cox?
Everything bad about Byzantium all in one place, with even less class somehow.
Don't know if I can believe that. Slug.
Hello there. Hope your atmospheric entry wasn't too troublesome. As a guest of honor, you deserve the best in comfort. Sublight Salvage and Shipping Underground, or Slug, as we like to call ourselves, is delighted to welcome you to Eridanos. I'm the Grand Colonial Head Bellhop. I'm here to grab your bags and direct you, the Inspector, to the Grand Ballroom, which was the scene of the crime.
Can you fill me in on the details of the moida?
I can try. I was the one who found Helen's body in the Grand Ballroom. Corpse wasn't in best shape. Aside from that, I don't know a whole lot. Helen was supposed to host the unveiling for Rizzo's newest product, Spectrum Brown. Until you catch the killer, the unveiling's been indefinitely postponed. Helen's death has been a shock for many. A lot of people are inconsolable. Hell, even Black Hole Birdie, Helen's beau, has wandered off.
God.
Some folks think he had something to do with the murder, but I don't believe it.
He did it. It's always the boyfriend.
The fans were very upset by the weak plot contrivances in her latest offering, though that hardly seems a worthy motive.
Folks get heated when it comes to serials and their actors, I suppose.
Was she a decisive figure?
Not particularly. But I think some folks were jealous of her success, or otherwise viewed her as a threat. Reckon how she came about her fame didn't help.
How did she get so famous?
Why, she was a natural. People fell in love with her. She managed to wrangle up a following all on her own. She ended up about as famous and high-runged as your average VP, which rubbed a lot of Byzantines the wrong way. Actors ain't supposed to get preferential treatment. Let's see here. Oh, I already spoke briefly about the Spectrum unveiling, or lack thereof. It's still an awful shame. A lot of folks looking forward to that.
Was the product release a big deal?
You bet it was. Rizzo's rented out the ballroom in the hotel just for the launch event.
Of course.
Reckoned it was gonna be a real swell affair. Rizzo's ain't unveiled the product since the debut of Spectrum Ultraviolet. Invisible to the naked eye, and as it happened, prone to causing massive internal bleeding. Anyway, I think I've held you up long enough. Once you're ready, head down to the lobby. The ballroom is just behind the elevators. Meanwhile, I'll grab your bags.
Bags? Well, what bags?
You're making fun, right? Your luggage, belongings, kit, wherever you keep what you ain't wearing. You're still giving me a pretty blank look. Suppose it's none of my business, but do you just wear the same set of clothes all the time?
Mostly. Of course I do. Are you telling me you don't?
Well, reckon I can respect your candor, even if it scares me a smidge. Anyhow, I'll look for you in the grand ballroom later. Hope you can unravel this mystery, Inspector.
We're supposed to change outfits? Nyoka? Okay. Hey, I can just take it.
We
Nice.
aren't allowed to depart.
Apologies, sir, but the atmospheric complex is on complete lockdown. No one's allowed in or out until the murder investigation's concluded.
Do you have any idea who I am? I could bury you under 6 tons of paperwork before you had the time to cry out for your supervisor.
I'm sure you could, but we fed our last box of grievance forms into the incinerator a few months ago. Is there anything I can do for you in the meantime?
I cannot believe this.
Believe it. Believe it. As Naruto would fucking say. Fancy.
Greetings, Inspector. No need to check in here. Your paperwork has all been processed. You should be able to find the Colonial right ahead.
Right. What? I don't know. I'll figure that out later. I don't care what's up there.
The Grand Colonial, where the elite come to get away from their oh-so-difficult lives in Byzantium.
Grand colon. Nice. Nice. Spot on. Just perfect Grand colon. Totally not subtle at all.
Terrible shame. I absolutely adored her cereals.
I almost can't imagine someone wretched enough to do such a thing. You don't think a dissident could be here, do you?
Get a hold of yourself. The administrator would never allow someone as dangerous as a dissident here. Eridanos is safe. This is all just a terrible coincidence.
Of course, you are absolutely right. I think the idea of a psychopath wandering among us is just making me nervous.
I'm a psychopath. And a dissident. And a gay. Ooh. The worst. Why the fuck does this Halcyoid Helen look like a
I've always
Hayden
wondered what that
Panettiere?
mascot's got in his hands. What's in...
The murder has inflicted severe emotional trauma on me. I demand a room upgrade.
Bruh, ain't nothing happened to you and you want an upgrade? Bitch ass.
I'm sorry, sir, but while the hotel is an active crime scene, I regret to inform you that all new bookings, room upgrades, room downgrades, and in-room massages are Oh, you're the special inspector. Mr. Kincannon warned me you'd be checking in soon.
Eh? Who?
Why, you.
No, not the special inspector. I meant your boss.
Oh, Mr. Kincannon. He runs all sublet underground operations in the Eridanos atmospheric complex, including the Grand Colonial Hotel. But he keeps his office down in the warehouse district, near the docks. If you should require to meet with him in person, you're most likely to find him there.
I forgot myself.
While you're here, Inspector, could I set you up with a room?
You better, you cunt. Sure, what you got?
For you, only the best, sir, of course. You'll be staying in our luxurious penthouse suite, vacated just recently. So recently that unfortunately the room's still being cleaned. I'm sure it'll be ready for you by the time you've examined the crime scene. I believe Constable Keene should be waiting for you in the grand ballroom.
So... This is already kind of playing out like similar to the beginning of Where's the Beef? That storyline in that quest line in New Vegas. This is playing out a little like that. So, if it turns out she was killed and she was planning to be eaten or something, I'm going to be concerned. Yeah, I didn't see the grand ballroom on my way in.
Oh, the ballroom's right behind the tower elevators. Swing a left or a right, then cut through the crowd of spectators. You can't miss it.
Oh, okey-dokey. What are you?
Why, hello there. Goodness, I always enjoy seeing guests, but it's been so long since I've chatted face to face that I about hopped out of my skin at the sight of you. Excuse me, I should introduce myself, though you might know me already, just not by name. I'm Bellhop Sullivan. You've likely heard my dulcet tones through the elevator intercom.
Okay, no, I wouldn't say I have. Okay then, I'm just looking around.
I understand. There's much to see and do in the Grand Colonial, and I'm not hurt just because you didn't come here to see me. Not that hurt, anyhow.
Good, I don't care.
Now that our introductions are out of the way, do let me know if I can help you with anything.
No. You said you operate the elevator, right? I can guess not press the buttons themselves.
Well, yes, but having an operator certifies that the right guests end up on the proper floors. We wouldn't want tossball players rubbing shoulders with CEOs. It'd be anarchy. Plus, there's always the risk a guest chips a nail or loses a ring on a button. It's an extra effort, but the Grand Colonial prides itself on personalized service in all things. That and the elevator still works if I'm ever not around.
I use that bitch
I
much
do
of a
take
bitch.
occasional breaks and sleep every so often.
So I'd assume the bellhops all know each other. Any gossip about Norval?
Oh yes, Norville's great. Always ready to help any and all guests who might need it. And so handsome, too. His judgment sometimes leaves something to be desired, I will say. Kept badgering Halcyon Helen prior to her death about an autograph or something. A little beyond his station.
Okay. Do you have any idea about or do you know anything about Halcyon Helen's moida?
Unfortunately not. I was in the operator room for the elevator, as usual. The camera feed only allows me to see within the elevator, which always has many people coming through. For what it's worth, the murder was a right shame. I always enjoyed the serials starring Ms. Helen, though I did find them prone to repetitive plot structures. But I'm sure you've heard the rumor about what actually did her in. That marauders got into the hotel and management is covering it up so the guests don't run off.
Have marauders been a problem with the Grand Colonial before?
Well, not necessarily, but they're fairly prevalent on the other complexes. It wouldn't take much for them to find their way here. Slug claims they've got the problem under control.
Slug.
But I don't understand why they haven't
Slug
simply
my
gone and
balls.
exterminated all of the marauders like the vermin they are. Oh, well, I'm just here to push buttons.
Goodbye. Yeah, you push them buttons, pal. Severed head of a Burbage 2000. The head of a Burbage 2000 torn from its body in the penultimate act of Titus Androidicus. I don't know the reference. Why, foolish Burbage. Yeah, my foolish bold Burbage. Dost thou not perceive that Halcyon is but a wilderness of dissidents, and it is only through our citizens' vigilance that they will be caught, or Report any and all suspicious behavior to your local constable. Huh. Interesting. Weird.
I'll bet you 10 bits this is all just some...
Oh, come on. Why is the lounge closed?
Wanted brunch, yes. Maybe you wanted brunch, nobody cares. Ho. 1,000 for plasma. Yes. Oh, really? Well, I'm buying one of those. Buy one of those. What the fuck? That sucks. That sucks that that's so much fucking better. Yeah, you use that really good fucking gun. And you can use Phineas's shit-ass fucking gun. This is all trash in comparison. Okay. I hate Spacer's Choice.
Black Hole Bertie's disappeared, you know. The poor fellow must be inconsolable.
Is he? What do we got here?
Oh, thank the law. Inspector, you don't know how relieved I am to see you.
Constable Keene, nice to meet you. We spoke over the ether wave.
Constable Maria Keene. It's good to meet you in person, Inspector.
Dr. Goodnight. Ecstatic to make your various acquaintances and so on.
Good night.
I'm finished with the pleasantries. There's something I'm excited to show you.
What, your penis? Yes. What have you got to show me, Doctor?
An extraordinary contraption. You'll love it.
Our coroner has developed a device which may prove useful in your investigation. Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you. Oh, please. You make it sound as if I'm turning over stolen goods. Behold, my discrepancy amplifier. Hold it in your hands. Feel the way it hums with ontological potential.
Okay, what does this thing do exactly?
I'm so glad you asked. Allow me to explain. The discrepancy amplifier uses a deterministic model of what actually is. Then, magnification. And that's the long and short of it. Brilliant, don't you think?
What? Huh? Sorry, I was thinking about food.
Just do us both a favor and give the amplifier a try.
I'm contractually prohibited from endorsing off-brand technology, but I'll bend that rule just this once.
Cool.
You'll want to peer into the amplifier and examine the crime scene.
Okay. So, greetings, Inspector. Thanks to the half-genius, half-mad scientific mind of Dr. Goodnight, you've been granted the discrepancy amplifier, a handy investigation device for uncovering clues throughout Eridanus. Okay. Be sure to equip the discrepancy amplifier in the weapons slot before you continue to your hunt for Helen's killer. Okay. Well, I never used melee. It's not even meant to hurt nobody, is it? Weird. I'm gonna have to sell some of that shit eventually. I get to catch Helen's killer. You'll need to use the discrepancy amplifier scope to reveal clues not visible to the naked eye. Once you've located some evidence, aim directly at it and zoom in with the scope, and press the interactive button to analyze it.
The discrepancy amplifier is now operational. Greetings, designated inspector and/or unauthorized larcenist. This unit has detected a discrepancy related to Halcyon Helen. Unscheduled expiration of. Begin amplification.
Your speaker is focused. Sure, let's get started.
This footprint stands out from the normally spotless floor of the grand ballroom. Typically, the ballroom is cleaned twice daily, which means this must have been made by either Helen or her assailant or assailants.
Taste of the dirt.
Ah, I see you went to the Canid School of Detective Methods.
Why not? Discrepancy amplifier. Do the size of these footprints match anything you have on record?
Footprint is a tailor-made 8.75, suggesting that its owner was very particular about their shoe size. It is also the exact size that Halcyon Helen typically prefers. There are traces of dirt throughout the footprint.
I'm seeing some purple berry in this dirt. Amplifier and analysis?
Excellent observation, Inspector. The following compounds have been detected. Purpleberry residue, nitrogen-rich fertilizer, common grass. Grass, fertilizer, and purpleberries can all be found in the purpleberry orchards, located not far from the Grand Colonial.
Well, I'm stumped.
Seriously? She was in the orchards, Captain.
This deduction appears sound.
Good work, Inspector. I had a feeling we'd make some progress once we brought you onto the case. You'll need Administrator Ludovico to grant you access to the orchards. Contact him through the secure access terminal in your penthouse suite. Check in with the concierge. Your room should be ready by now.
Calling it now, Ludovico
If it isn't, I may have to go shake someone by the collar.
I'm calling it now, Ludovico fucking did it.
Oh, don't mind us, folks. Normal inspectors doing normal inspector things.
She don't need the bits.
Something I should know?
I do. I'd like to ask you some questions, Constable.
Are you asking me these questions in an official capacity?
Yep. Got my inspector hat on.
I understand you're being metaphorical, but I'm contractually obligated to remind you that Rizzo's cannot provide you with any official brand-associated headgear. Please, ask your questions.
Who found the body?
Norval, head bellhop. He was understandably distraught. I believe his feelings were genuine. He's a remarkably poor actor.
That's probably why he did it.
Hotel security corroborates his whereabouts during the murder. I haven't included him in my list of suspects, but neither am I convinced of his innocence.
What makes you say that?
I'm a little suspicious of anyone who enjoys his job as much as Norval. He's also obsessive in his appreciation of Helen's work. Obsessive passion can lead to irrational behavior. It's a fact of modern science.
Is it? Any witnesses to the murder?
If there were any witnesses, none came forward. Ballroom cameras were also offline at the time of the murder. Helen was very particular about having cameras on her. Security footage would have constituted documentary filmmaking. Can't afford that.
So no witnesses. What about a murder weapon?
There's no sign of the murder weapon. Whatever it was that killed Helen, the killer took it with them. Frankly, I'm having trouble imagining exactly what it was that killed her.
Could have been a Raptidon. You guys got Raptidons up here?
Law have mercy. I can confidently rule out a Raptidon as the murder weapon, Inspector.
Do you have any suspects?
Spencer Woolrich and Bertie Holcomb are officially persons of interest in this investigation. I've mostly ruled out Mr. Woolrich, leaving Bertie Holcomb as my lead suspect. Let me rephrase that. He's your lead suspect. I've been instructed to turn this case over to your capable hands, while I continue to serve as a consultant.
Fuck. You sound a little relieved.
Work is simple. People are complicated. The people involved in this murder are especially complicated. Mr. Woolrich was Halcyon Helen's professional rival. It's possible jealousy drove him to take Helen out of the picture. I apologize for the wordplay. Conversely, Mr. Bertie Holcomb was Helen's paramour. The relationship was reportedly dissolved. I can't rule out her murder as a crime of passion.
You don't seem too sure about Spencer Woolrich.
Woolrich thinks of himself as a serious and distinguished actor. He was frequently cast in demeaning roles, while Helen played the charismatic heroine. He has reason to be envious. I considered the possibility that Woolrich killed Helen in order to eliminate a rival and advance his own career. But my reasoning collapsed under closer scrutiny. Woolrich owes his career to Helen's dramas. Her death likely harms his long-term prospects. I'm struggling to determine a motivation for him, so I've largely ruled him out.
Okay. What makes you suspect Bertie?
Mr. Holcomb was in a romantic relationship with Helen. This alone is not enough to make him a lead suspect, but he does play tossball. Black Hole Bertie currently holds the record for most non-consecutive blows to the head. His tendency toward irrational and violent behavior is well documented.
Yeah, CTE, like a motherfucker. I'd like to talk to you about something else.
Please, ask your questions.
That's all for now.
Anything else?
Did I say? If we're gonna be working together, I'd like to get to know you better.
I'm afraid I must decline. It isn't personal, Inspector. I'm just on duty right now.
You're a bitch.
Talk to me later, after you've met with Administrator Ludovico. I'll make time to chat.
Fine, whatever. Bye-bye. What about you?
The Purpleberry Orchards. And a footprint. Inspector, that was absolutely marvelous. Beautifully deduced. With the help of my discrepancy amplifier, of course.
I'd like to have a word with you.
Ah, I was waiting for this. Yes, of course. I'm only too eager to cooperate.
Okay, tell me about the body. What's the cause of death?
My apologies, Inspector. I've not yet finished my autopsy. Come back later?
About this discrepancy amplifier.
Oh, good. One of my favorite subjects. Ask away, my dear. Ask away.
What made you invent the amplifier?
I didn't expect an existentialist question so early today.
Is it?
A need. Just as sprats feel they must breed, or canids feel they must brutally maul each other. I feel the need to create.
Damn. Yeah, come on, there has to be more to it than that.
Inspector, I'm sure you don't want to spend 4 hours talking back and forth about the intricacies of a science project. It works. That's the important part.
The amplifier seems pretty powerful. Why are you trusting me with it?
Because you're the inspector. I should think that's rather obvious.
Yeah, but why not just use it yourself?
I invented the discrepancy amplifier to assist me in my own medical work. When you were hired to investigate Helen's death, I realized I had my own part to play. I programmed the amplifier to assist you. I'm entrusting it to your care because I want to see my invention help a brilliant inspector solve the murder of the century.
Scratch your back with the amplifier. Yep, that's me. Brilliant.
Oh dear. Perhaps I was being a little overgenerous when I said brilliant. Competent? Passable. Yes, let's go with that. Think of the amplifier as my gift to you. May it avail you in the swift and efficient prosecution of justice.
Sure. What happens if I break it or lose it or something?
I still have the blueprint and several extra prototypes floating around, but I might recommend you try to be careful with it. Yeah. Some of the amplifier's internal components are rare, shall we say, and I don't have an indefinite supply.
Okay, back to
you sure you don't want to know anything else? Oh, all right. We can change the subject.
Want to tell me more about you?
Oh, why, I'm flattered, Inspector. Let me think. I've worked at the Grand Colonial for about as long as it's been around. Prior to that, I lived in Byzantium, but I always felt like it was missing something. And that something turned out to be corpses. Byzantium has much in the way of luxury, but examining the dead does not rank amongst the preferred activities of the elite.
Yeah. Sounds like you enjoy being a coroner.
Absolutely. Usually I'm just a medical practitioner, so I almost never get to deal with anything as unique, or as quiet, as a corpse. The most interesting thing I saw prior to this was the back of Mr. Woolrich's throat after he blew out his vocal cords shouting at an attendant. If I weren't here, I'd be back in my quarters, rewatching Byzantium in the spring, or working on my automatic sprat peeler.
Okay, speaking of inventions, I'm curious about this discrepancy amplifier.
Oh, good. One of my favorite.
I've already...
You sure you...
Yeah, okay, you're done. Fuck you. Okay. Is that it? Go around here. Although that means I came from this way, doesn't it? Oh god. It's pathetic.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Where?
I knew I should have gotten her autograph when I had the chance.
It seems death is just another form of entertainment around here.
Yep.
The Grand Colonial front desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector?
I'm gonna check if my room is ready yet.
Ah, yes. We are most pleased to offer you our grandest of grand accommodations,
Sweet.
Inspector. The penthouse suite on our topmost floor is now available for you. The last guest left her belongings behind when she vacated unexpectedly, so we needed a little time to tidy the suite up for you. Simply call the elevator in the lobby, and our highly skilled operator will deliver you to your private floor with efficiency and cheer.
Okay, I need access to the VIP guest floor.
I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. Moreover, the guests were promised exclusivity. If I let you up there, I'll never hear the end of it.
The only guest who'd have any problem with me being up there would be the murderer.
That's a good point. If they give me guff, I can just tell them that they're obstructing justice. That has a nice ring to it. Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access. Done.
You do that.
You can now come and go as you please.
Damn right. The Grand Colonial sure is interesting.
It certainly is a marvel of modern ingenuity, luxury, and ambition. Please, allow me to answer any curiosities you might have about our building and the amenities on offer.
What does the penthouse have to offer?
Twice the size of the next biggest room, and kitted out with any amenity you want, as well as many that you won't. Best to enjoy it while you can, Inspector. Typically, the only people who can afford the penthouse suite have enough bits to suffocate everyone on Terra 2. Also, please inform me if Woolrich gives you a hard time about getting a better room than his. Don't tell him I said this, but everyone on staff wants to strangle him.
Is there anything special about the upper levels?
Most certainly. All the important folks can be found in the upmost parts of the hotel. You can hardly walk 3 feet without bumping into a tossball grate or a bored exec. Though maybe don't bump into them. Could be harmful to your health.
No one seems to talk much about the lower levels of the hotel.
Who would be interested in a staff-only area? Most folks never ask about the sewers beneath Rizzo's plant, either.
I guess you don't lump yourself in with the other workers.
Oh no, Inspector, sir. I live down there too. But that doesn't mean I plan to abide in the bowels of the Grand Colonial forever. The best thing about Sublight compared to other organizations is the potential for upward mobility. We bottom rungers get in, do our job, do it well, then move up and on. This is but one rung on the grand ladder of life, you see?
Yeah, that's enough.
If you're sure.
Okay, we got some high-profile guests here, right? What can you tell me about them?
My apologies, Inspector, but that would be a severe violation of guest privacy. We here at the Grand Colonial firmly believe that... All right, my supervisor just walked out of earshot. Some folks just don't understand the importance of gossip. About whom? And what would you wish to know?
Okay, did you notice anything about Halcyon Helen before she died?
You know, out of everyone here, I probably knew the least about Helen. I'm not much of an Aether Wave watcher myself. And Helen always had a crowd of admirers chasing her, you see. So she rarely stopped to chat. Friendly enough, surely, but always seemed untouchable. Emphasis on seemed.
Did you ever see Helen acting strangely?
Now that you mention it, she was usually calm and collected, but every so often I'd see her looking all wild-eyed and intense. It seemed as if she was determined about something. Or maybe she was just hungry. That woman ordered a lot of food. Maybe show business gives you a faster metabolism.
Okay, heard Black Hole Birdie was staying here.
Birdie. Is he bigger than he is dumb, or dumber than he is big? I've a bet with a friend. Not sure we'll ever get it to pay out. Birdie used to be Helen's beau, though he isn't anymore, and not just because she's dead. If I had 1,000,000 bits, I'd spend every one just to learn what caused their split.
Okay, Helen's co-star, Woolrich, he have any reason to want her dead?
If looks could kill, he'd have put her in the ground 10 times over. Man's clearly jealous of her success compared to his. See, I'd bet we're the only two people thinking about him in all of Eridanos. And I only am because you mentioned his name. If you leave woolly cow milk out, it turns to curds. Leave the curds out, they begin to get stale, then rot. Woolridge is on his way to the trash bin, and everyone knows it. Either he's in denial, or he knew Helen would be checking out soon, judging by his increasing demands for a room upgrade.
That's enough gossip for right now.
That's a shame, Inspector. What if I wanted to know a little about you?
Hey, my feet hurt.
You know, I feel like I just learned a whole lot about you anyway.
Hey, goodbye. Hey.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Hey.
An industrial-grade laxative has been added to the liquor in these bottles.
Ooh, someone shit themselves. Huh. Okay, that's about the only gun I need to have then. Just to get the Dissident Queen Chapter 2? Hey, it's just something from one of her fucking things. I ain't that interested. Weird, so what's the description for this thing? Say, designed by Dr. Goodnight, the DA is an inductive reasoning simulator and computation device fine-tuned to pick up discrepancies in the Eridanos atmospheric complex. The device requires a strong magnetic field, or the strong magnetic fields of the Eridanos complex that cannot function anywhere else in the colony. Well, okay, good to know.
Without
let's sell some shit. Yeah, that's trash now. Yeah. hold on to those.
We should try to solve the puzzle hedges in the orchard.
Puzzle hedges. God damn. Okay. Well, we can go.
Hello there, my inordinately... Oh, you're the one who visited me. Hello again. Thanks so much for brightening my day. What authorized floor can I bring you to?
I don't know, lady. oh no, don't worry, lady. I'll get you out of there.
Huh? I'm not trapped anywhere. Oh, wait, I get it. This is one of Norville's pranks. Almost got me that time, Norville.
Okay.
Now, can I bring you to an authorized floor?
Bring me to the penthouse suite.
Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
Yeah, let's go up see my room. See exactly what I'm working with up here. Huh, everybody is up here. Cool. Nice.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The imprint left inside this suitcase matches the silhouette of Halcyon Helen's iconic handgun, the Needler. The weapon was recently removed.
The Needler.
Helen, where did we go wrong? Oh, Lo, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for... Helen, I love you. I love you so much.
Okay. Well, it's not going to be that easy. Let's take all of this. Messages. Oh, fuck. From Ludovico. Subject grateful. Okay. Yeah, Miss H. Helen. Thank you for choosing the Iridonis. The Iridonis atmospheric complex as the site of your next publicity and marketing campaign. By endorsing the Spectrum Brown product, you are allying yourself with a revolutionary. With the revolution in the leisure beverage market. Indeed, in the culture of Halcyon itself, we're going to change the world together. Sincerely, Quentin Ludovico. Huh. Profitability. Disappointed. Oh yeah, from the profit to profitability. To Bill Bellamy. To Ruth Bellamy. Disappointed. Helen, I don't understand why you and I must be enemies. Are we not both branches on the same tree of privilege? You command audiences with your masterly performances on the Aether Wave. Okay, and I command the attention of our corporate leaders. We're both cultural icons with a responsibility to set a good example. I'm disappointed to discover you've berated my seminars publicly and on official records. I take particular umbrage in your characterization of my most recent seminar, spearheading your project, how to motivate your workforce using ancient weaponry as a, and I quote, nonsensical vanity project from a dyed-in-the-mold buffoon. These are fighting words. I expect to hear from my personal auditors soon. Sincerely, profitability, profit of. Money can't buy happiness and other lies we tell ourselves. Okay. Free advice. Miss Bellamy. You're a talented actor. I've enjoyed all your roles across the years, and especially fond of your performance in Terror on Monarch. Ludovico doesn't appreciate the serials. Maybe that's why he never knows why he's being played, or when he's being played. And he still thinks you're here to endorse Spectrum Brown. Your performance hasn't fooled. I have a feeling I know what you're up to. It's always a little disappointing when the audience is a few steps ahead of the plot. Best Cedric. Okay, guest advisories. Safety is your responsibility. In light of recent unfortunate events regarding the passing of a beloved cultural icon, we at the Grand Colonial have doubled the number of armed guards for only for only a small security surcharge. It's non-refundable. Is not responsible for the death of this member. Okay, fucking weird. Someone gets killed and they just start charging people more. Fuck off. That's terrible.
Do you think it's strange that I kinda miss Ada?
A little. A little. A little. Ooh, Spectrum Brown. Cool. There we go. Yeah, let's mod that. Put a... Increases crits. Yes. Increases crits. Changes it to plasma. And perfect for that. Oh, it's overpowered now. Okay. Perfect.
This room ain't so bad. I could get used to this.
Well, don't. Examine the board more closely. Like notebook lies open. Got a stack of papers. Looks like someone's written inside of it. Never got started. Okay. Weird. Not me. No, nothing down here. Maybe dude came in there and he stole the weapon. He's gonna sell it or something. That's probably the most I could expect from him.
Inspector, I understand you've visited the scene of the crime. Halcyon Helen was an important cultural icon. She will be sorely missed.
You mean Ruth Bellamy? Halcyon Helen was just a character.
Halcyon Helen was more than a character. She was a brand. Her death will now be associated with Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. You understand why that worries me.
Well, any publicity is good publicity.
I wish I had your blithe sense of optimism. Helen's death means delays. Delays mean expenses. Expenses mean audits. Audits mean people like me lose our jobs.
I'm fine with that.
Back to the matter at hand. Tell me about your investigation.
It sucks. There was definitely a body. Also, I think I stepped in something purple.
I see. That's truly special. I'm going to have a word with Maria about your qualifications. Here, I'm granting you access through the gates to the orchards. You're officially authorized to see this investigation through to the end. There is one caveat. Cedric's being rather intransigent about letting you into the spaceport. Possibly he's trying to hide something. Possibly he wants to annoy me. Possibly both.
Huh. Keep your people under control, Ludovico.
Cedric isn't my people. If he were, I would have had him fired years ago. Preferably into the sun. You have a lead to chase. Law speed, Inspector.
Okay, I'll be back. I'll try to, at least. Okay, now, okay. Well.
Hi there, Inspector. It might be a little beyond my job description to ask, but at my heart, I'm still a bellhop. Was the suite to your liking?
I mean, it's just Helen's room. She just gave me her room. I'll be nice about it. I didn't even know they made hotel rooms that large. It was great.
Good. I'm glad. Now, I'd love to bring you to a floor of your choosing.
Let's visit the VIP guest floor.
If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
Yep, we're good with that selection. It's fine. Do I have anything better than that? Yes, I do. Might need that. Anything better than that? Slightly. What do you got? Oh. Fuck yeah. There we go. Oh, what can you do? Meh, I'll do that. And... Plus the sneak attack damage? 20%? Why not? Be interesting. Might take her into the jail with me. I got pretty high luck there. I remember this robot.
Initiating banter protocol. Now simulating familiar and welcoming demeanor. Burbage 3001 is trained to recognize all board-approved actors. Greetings, fellow star. Your performance in Maverick Johnston's latest drama was memorable.
Yeah. Hey, Jake. How you doing this evening? Yeah, I'm a star. Flatter me like it's in your programming.
Initiating sycophantic protocol. Generating random flattery table. Where do you get your inspiration? This unit would like to talk to you about your craft. This unit has been programmed to simulate envy. Flattery table exhausted. Sycophantic protocol ended. Reverting to default behavior. Grieving and despair. Oh, Halcyon Helen. You will be missed.
Wow, this thing talks slow. You knew Halcyon Helen.
Burbage 3001 was designed to disrupt Halcyon Helen's monopoly over the Aetherwave serial market. This unit's programming is based on Helen's most famous roles. Burbage 3001. Anything Halcyon Helen can do, this unit can do slightly worse.
Does that include dying? Well, no. It almost sounds like you've got a motive for murdering Helen.
Now running shock and dismay protocol. What's this? Helen's death was a murder? How horrifying. Bring that killer to justice, designated authority figure. This unit has not yet completed its grief cycles. Randomizing despair tables. Oh, Helen, is there no justice in the world?
I'm leaving. Well, I'll just drop some coolant. Ooh. A hat. I want to see the hat. Is it better than my top hat? Not really. Not at all. It's for two-handed weapons. What the fuck? Who's using two-handers? Why so many? What the fuck? I could take them, but I'm not. It's just way too fucking many. If I want more, I'll come get them. What the fuck does that say? What is that? Live, laugh, love, murder, something? What is that? I wouldn't be fucking surprised. Live, laugh, love, come.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Discrepancy detected. This bottle, recently discarded, contains residue from foreign substances. Chemical analysis complete. This unit has detected the following substances: oil, terrorray, blood, terrorray, unidentifiable biological fluids, terrorray.
Come. Taste the substance.
Oh, for the love of... Just make sure you clean the bathroom up later, yeah?
I'm pretty sure this is toxic.
This unit's chemical analysis agrees with your assessment. Inspector, please control any impulses that lead you to ingest dangerous substances. These substances cause extreme gastrointestinal distress in humans. Large doses can be fatal. This bottle contained Rizzo's Spectrum vodka.
Laxatives.
The presence of terrorray biological fluids may have significantly improved its flavor.
So terrorray... Okay. Well. I'm not even going to try to ask. Why does he have that? Why does he have her wig? He should have got her shit. He should have the needler. In here somewhere. Maybe in there. Definitely in there. A strongly worded letter? What is... Wait, what? Hold on. To Chef Anwar. How many times must I speak about your inept meal preparation? Not too salty, it upsets my palate. Not too sweet, it upsets my palate. No nanners, I hate them. And no tripical, I'm allergic. Yeah, I come to you time and time again. On 35 different occasions, in fact. Yes, I have actually counted. And what did I get in my after-lunch pre-dinner? Fried nanners on my bed of braised tropical. Bruh. I mean, I get it. You don't just do it right. Although I'm peering over your shoulder, clearly instructing you on how my meals must be prepared if you're simply going to ignore me. Alright, yeah, I'm through. Yeah, I'm through doing that. Okay, yeah. Instead, I shall say this. Should I become ill for any reason at all tangibly or at all tangentially related to your cooking, I shall make positively certain that management will not only strip you of your job, but your uniform as well, and deposits you nude in the wildlife or in the wilderness exploitation reserve, to be torn apart by mantisaurs. You'll rue the day you oversalted my saltuna. Bruh. Calm down.
About time you arrived. I see you haven't dressed
you look like a cunt.
the way I asked you to, but I suppose that was expecting too much of a non-industry lout. Expect a complaint to management. Now, unless you'd like to waste more of my time, I suggest we begin rehearsing. Ready? You've fallen right into my trap, Captain. Oh, don't bother to fight back. You cannot hope to stop me from installing philosophism as the system's reigning ideology. Oh, you wouldn't harm an old man at the end of his wits, would you? I'm confused, disoriented. I may have even soiled myself. Wait.
Let's see it then.
If you're armed, that must mean you're not with the hotel staff. Oh, no, this is curious indeed. Who are you? And how did you get in here?
Yeah, I'm here to investigate. I could be a marauder, but that's a lie. I'm here to investigate the murder of Halcyon and Helen. Yeah, Halcyon and Helen. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
You're here to investigate me? Oh, I assure you, I'm nothing special. Just an old crook with more money than time.
Right.
That was a quote from The Retiree's Revenge, in which I played an ex-thief turned decrepit old man. But, of course, I'm certain you already recognized it. Now, what shall I sign first? Your weapon? Your wallet? Or perhaps something a little more personal? Undergarment signatures have been popular of late, or so I've heard.
You can sign my weapon if you want.
I'd be delighted. Oh, damn. My pen's out of ink. I'll just get you a portrait of my face as a souvenir.
Damn.
I'm sure I have the prints around here somewhere. By the by, how did you get in here? The only non-staff individual cleared to enter guest rooms is supposed to be the inspector for Bellamy's murder.
That's me.
Hello.
Fold arms. Hello.
Hi. Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you. Understand that I am beyond willing to comply with your search for the fiend that did Bellamy in. You know, now that I look at you, you're the perfect reflection of me, back when I starred in The Marauder's Bane. The absolute picture of justice. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
I'd like to ask you about the Moida.
Certainly. But one quick question before we begin, if I may.
What?
How was it that Bellamy met her end?
Death. Why are you so curious?
Why, I'm merely worried for my own sake. Perhaps whoever came after her could come after me next. But if you don't want to tell me, I understand. Whatever happened, I hope poor Bellamy didn't suffer.
Yeah, what were you up to at the time of the Moida?
I was meditating, of course. That's how I get into character.
I don't believe that. You got anybody who can corroborate that?
Respectfully, Inspector, it is rather counterproductive to commune with others while meditating.
You were meditating, really?
All actors have their methods, and this has been mine ever since I met that wonderful prophet of profitability. She taught me it for my role in The Unemployed Cometh. I had to lie face down on artificially heated pavement. The director wanted our suffering to be convincing. Needless to say, being able to leave my body helped to mitigate the pain, both during the 8-hour shoot and with the second-degree burns afterwards. I owe that woman much.
Yes, you do. How long have you worked with the Prophet?
Yeah, actually, only since I've been at the Colonial. The Unemployed Cometh was shot on site. That makes it, a few weeks. I cannot recommend her services enough. If you haven't been to see her yet, you really should.
Okay, back to my other questions.
I'll answer whatever you wish.
How big is your dick? Did you know Helen well?
Bellamy has been my co-star throughout the autumn of my career. I should like to think I knew her. In fact, I cannot name a single role in the last 10 years that did not involve her in some way, unless you count the uncredited silent shopkeep on Melissa's Meteoroids.
Do you consider yourself a friend of hers?
I'll ask you this. If you'd been the star of cinema for years, then suddenly found yourself scrounging for bit parts while a younger person stole the limelight, how would you feel? In short, the two of us weren't close. But that's not to say my dislike of her was so extreme that I tried to do anything drastic. Resenting Bellamy is one thing, but killing her is another completely. It's also beneath me.
Alright, speaking theoretically, how would you have killed the victim?
Oh, come now,
OJ?
Inspector, what do you take me for? I'm an old man. I neither have the time nor the willpower to kill people for fun. Besides, I have my reputation to think of.
Enough about that. Back to my other questions.
I suppose that is enough on that grim subject.
Who are you exactly?
I'm sure you're joking. Perhaps I'm not in my prime, but you've no doubt seen the name Spencer Woolrich on many a serial advertisement throughout your travels.
No. Never heard of you.
That can't be. You must just not remember. Or perhaps you only recognize my characters, not my name. Did you ever see me in The Masked Marketeer? The Busker of Byzantium? What about episodes 13 and 190 of Princess of Hephaestus? And who could forget From Halcyon with Love? I was great in that movie. Even if I was starring beside a 2-ton bucket of bolts and a woman with no talent.
A woman. A 2-ton bucket of bolts?
Yes, that would be Burbage 3001. I'm sure you've heard the clomping around. It's over in the next room. It's hard for me to believe that a mechanical actor isn't some kind of joke played on us all by Odeon's director.
Goodbye. Well. New room urgently demanded. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, from him. Yeah, there seems to have been some kind of mistake. When I arrived at the Grand Colonial for the unveiling, I was led to a small sitting room, the kind that an individual might be allowed to relax in with moderate comfort before being led to his actual quarters. It has been a week and a half, yet no one has arrived to deliver me to my actual room yet. If I didn't know better, I might assume that this was meant to be my actual room. If I didn't know better, I might assume that you have tried to place Spencer Woolworth, a star of hundreds of serials, the hero of Aether Waves, sets colony-wide. In a room where he can hardly walk from one end to the other without bumping his toes, or his toe on the foot of the bed, or his shoulder upon his desk. How are you going to hit your shoulder on your desk, you dwarf? What the fuck? I might even assume that Ruth Bellamy was placed in a Grand Colonial penthouse suite on purpose, rather than by mistake. But I'm sure this issue will be rectified soon, and our positions will be swapped. I hope you won't try to tell me anything to the contrary, Woolworth. Okay, he seems like the kind of asshole who would kill somebody for a room upgrade. Mr. Woolworth, while the Grand Colonial staff understands your consternation at being placed in the VIP guest level of the Grand Colonial, we're afraid that there was no mistake. Ruth Bellamy, as current spokeswoman of Spectrum Brown Unveiling, Unveiling, is currently slated to have the penthouse suite. An actress at her station deserves only the best. The VIP guest floor comes in very close at the second best section of the hotel. The penthouse suite is only about twice as large as your current lodgings, and the amenities that it provides are only perhaps 2 or 3 or 4 times better than those you have access to now. Your current lodgings are proper for an actor of your caliber. That's murder. If you have any other requests, I will be sure to respond to them after we get to Miss Bellamy's. God damn. To all guests, we're sure you've gotten noticed what horrible events that occurred in the Grand Colonial Ballroom earlier today. While we know that many of you are concerned for your safety, take heed. We've heard your concerns, and know that nothing quite says safety like dozens of guns. Armed security will be present throughout the Grand Colonial on every floor except employee floors, because fuck them. So it's probably an employee. 24/7. Freely go about the hotel premises, spend to your heart's content without worrying about someone shooting you in the back of the head. Oh wow, fucking yeah. That sounds like I can totally let my fucking guard down. Fucking hell. Huh. Are you? Let's steal from him. He's a toss baller. I need the money, so I'll steal it. Hey.
Zeke Hannigan, Rizzo's Rangers 16th back. Pleased to meet you. What can I do for you?
I have some questions about Halcyon and Helen's murder.
Oh, you must be that inspector people have been talking about. It's a damn shame about Miss Helen. She was always real good to me and the rest of the Rangers. Birdie's taking it pretty hard. Miss Helen was the love of his life. So, what did you want to know?
Where were you at the time of the murder?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but me and a couple of the other Rangers spent the night in Constable Keene's cells down at the spaceport. We didn't do anything serious, just a bit of pranks and vandalism. It's what usually happens when we all get to drinking.
Okay.
Guess Constable Keene saw things a bit differently and had us hauled off.
Was Birdie in jail with the rest of you?
No, we lost him somewhere along the way. Or maybe he managed to get away? I can't rightly remember. But he was definitely not sharing a cell with us. That much I know.
Tell me about Birdie and Helen.
Oh, Birdie was mad about Helen. He was certifiable. The big galoot loved Helen about as much as he loved the game. Trouble is, Birdie was not blessed with an abundance of temper. Helen kept Birdie steady. If he lost his temper around her, it'd be because something broke between the two of them.
Huh. You think Birdie could have killed Helen?
What? Law, no. Bertie's got a fierce temper, but there's no way he'd ever have laid a finger on Miss Helen.
You think anyone, can you think of anyone who would want to kill Helen?
Miss Helen was outspoken. She made her share of enemies on account of her expressing herself. Just between you and me, I heard rumors the Prophet never much cared for Helen's brand of blunt honesty.
Let's talk about something else.
What can I do for you?
How long have you been with the Rangers?
About half my life. You know I was named third most profitable investment on 2 non-consecutive seasons? Ain't a lot of players who can make that claim. Except for the guys who came in first and second, I guess. I spent the last season injured and almost got sold to the Hephaestus Hammers, but now I'm all convalesced, ready to lay into some Cleo darlings, you know? Really break some legs.
Okay. What brings the Rangers to Iridanos?
Since it's the off-season, we're helping support the launch of Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. Meet the fans, sign tossball cards, that sort of thing. Just between you and me, Rizzo's ought to cancel the whole event out of respect for Miss Helen.
That's all for now. Yeah, they should, but they don't. And they ain't. Because they're cunts. Hey?
What in the... How... Never mind. I don't think I want to know.
Yeah. I don't think I'm getting paid enough.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Multiple discrepancies detected. First discrepancy. A woolly cow is present in this hotel room.
No shit.
Woolly cows are an import species for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve and are incapable of affording upper-class accommodations. Second discrepancy.
Really?
This woolly cow is dangerously inebriated with Rizzo Spectrum vodka. Alcohol sanguinization ratio exceeds recommended maximum.
Oh, wow, it's a drunk cow. It's awesome. And the recommended maximum blood alcohol ratio for a woolly cow is?
0.
Okay, good to know.
A brief survey of this area reveals that the most recent occupants were athletes belonging to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Club.
Was Black Hole Birdie here?
Insufficient data. A brief survey of localized property damage, divided by the area of this room, yields the following estimate. This unit was likely occupied by every member of the Rizzo's Rangers. -1.
Conclude examination. Okay, weird. Don't know why. Okay. See all that. Nice. How did they even get this fucking thing in here? That's just fucking weird. Okay. I do want to sell. Fucking hell. Shears? Shit. Maybe I'll hold on to that. 2.0. Hey. Oh, I got plenty. What's the us in gelatinous? Ugh, no. I don't like that. Okay, when am I going to get a level up?
The charred fragments of a letter lies at the bottom of this wastebasket.
I can make out the words station, meeting point, and emergency.
Your observation is correct and quite astute.
Well, glad we narrowed that down.
Yeah. Yeah, pokes the ashes. Cold, any idea of when this happened?
Someone burned this letter shortly after Halcyon Helen's death.
I need a more solid lead. Better keep looking around. Well...
A single footprint. Size 10. Tossball cleat sized.
Amplifier. Analyze the footprint for any residue.
The soil in this residue contains a very high concentration of oxygen.
Okay. Where can we find a high concentration of oxygen on Iridanos?
The most likely origin of the residue comes from the pilot house. The pilot house controls the breathable atmosphere surrounding the Eridanos complex.
Okay, clues I've found point me to the Pathstron pilot house. The pilot house is a weather monitoring station. Right? I mean, maybe. What? That doesn't even make sense. Okay. I feel like 90 is pretty good. Yeah, I want more of that. Fuck yeah. Fuck. What do I want to get? Well, that'll be useful. Steal that. Hell yeah. Steal everything I can. Nobody's gonna care. Don't care to read that. Helen. Hey, Helen. How you doing this evening? Okay, I need to go...
What floor would you like to visit?
Back to the lobby.
To the lobby we go!
No. It's over here. The lounge is open up now. Oh. Yeah, how am I doing? I'm doing pretty decent. Can't complain. How are you doing?
Greetings, attractive patron. Please allow me to improve your drinking experience with fine cocktails.
Know anything about the murder?
Error. This unit is incapable of murder, as it possesses no conscious will. The proper term would be destruction of company property. Neither this unit nor its corporate proprietor claim any responsibility for any destruction of company property that this unit did or did not commit.
Sounds pretty sus to me. Where were you at the time of the murder?
This unit is incapable of abandoning its post. This view of the lobby is all it knows, has known, or will ever know.
That's a little sad.
Error. Damage to despair. Tables detected. Randomizing grief cycles failed.
Yeah, he's suffering inside. He fucking is. It's a good thing this robot doesn't have a soul. I'm still not convinced.
You can't be serious, Captain. You're not. Are you?
Search failed. Suspicious data not found.
Okay, goodbye. Well. Okay. If it's brown, drink it down. No. Do not do that, in fact.
Oof, is that woolly cow shit? Did a woolly cow drown in here?
Excuse me. The pool plaza is currently closed to guests. Oh, you're that inspector. Right. Sorry, but the pool's currently closed on account of it stinking worse than my boss. What can I do for you?
Why does the pool look all green?
Space me if I knew. I got here for my shift this morning and found it this way. They can't yell at me for this one, which is good, because a lot of folks seem upset by it.
This morning? So this happened just before the Spectrum Brown launch?
Gee, you're pretty sharp. Yeah, the reception party would have extended out here, but we had to close it off. What with the contamination. And now the reception ain't happening anyway. Can't do much now but wait for the stench to wear off. We found the individual hired to clean face down in a puddle of his own spit in the orchards. Guess he won't be helping.
Face down in his own spit?
Look, I call it how I see it. They found the poor slackwit alongside syringes enough to put down a herd of mantisaurs. His family will have to be fined. Rizzo should have been more careful about who they hired. They're lucky nothing got permanently damaged.
Something about this sounds off-kilter. I'd like to take a look around.
All right. You may want to visit the sun parlor. That's where that Rizzo's fool mixed the chemicals he used. Oh, and you can talk to Lily, my boss. She probably has some great advice. I saw her walk toward the bridge to the Purpleberry Orchards earlier. Reckon she's still there. Now, anything else I can do for you?
I have some questions about the pool.
So long as you don't want to go in, I can answer anything you like.
Pretty heavily armored for a pool guard, aren't you?
Yeah, it's part of the job. I think I'm listed as a security consultant. But all that really means is that if I'm caught without this thing, I get put on pool guard duty. I don't know what happens if I'm caught without it on pool guard duty, but I know that I don't want to find out.
You said that Rizzo's hired someone to do the cleaning?
Yep, still dead. Usually Rizzo's is pretty good at making sure the people they hire ain't got tripicale for brains. But that fella clearly wasn't worth trusting. I met him briefly once. Seemed level-headed enough, but that must have been just a front. Otherwise, he wouldn't have made such a mess of things.
That's everything for now.
Sounds good to me.
Bye-bye. Well, Sprouts got fucked up.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, really?
Analysis reveals the chemical signature of this compound is 80% semblant of fertilizer used in the Purpleberry orchards. The other 20% is semblant of pool water.
So it's just fertilizer. So it is just woolly cow shit. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay.
A sudden death knockout court? Surprised the Byzantines fancy this. We played it on a rudimentary court in prison. Sudden death being more literal than euphemistic.
Yeah. It's just tennis, bruh. It ain't that serious.
Lockdown? No one's supposed to be coming or going. And when I can't get a hold of anyone in the orchards, I can't make sure of that, can I?
No, Miss Vargas. Sorry, I'll work on getting a hold of someone.
Great, you do that. I'll be waiting right here.
Yeah. Okay, hey, cunt.
Swear to the architect, Matthias, if you've lost your rifle's ionization coil again. Oh, wait, you ain't part of my crew. What do you want?
Who the fuck are you, bitch? Who's Matthias?
An idiot. I suspect he's avoiding me, actually, which is the first smart thing he's done all month. Sorry, but do you need something? Between the landing pad, lockdowns, gate closures, and constant questions from angry guests, I've got a lot on my plate. And if that don't beat all, one of my crew is AWOL.
Missing person? I'm actually an inspector. I could look into that for you.
If you're serious, I'd appreciate the help. He's been missing a few days, and we're low on staff as it is.
A few days? Why'd you wait until now to search for him?
It's not exactly uncommon for slug agents to go on the odd bender.
Huh.
They'll pick a place they think I don't know about and hunker down. Usually I don't bother with the discipline and paperwork. Gotta pick your battles. Thing is, they usually resurface within 24 hours, or at least yell for medical help. This guy, not a peep.
I'll look into it. What do I need to know?
The missing crew member's Evan O'Connell. He's one of about 2 slug agents I can trust with more complex tasks than stand here and look tough. Friendly type. Well-behaved, followed orders. Anyone else, I'd think they got drunk and fell asleep in a ditch somewhere, but O'Connell's not really the type. He was last stationed at the Wilderness checkpoint. I'd search there first.
I'll get on that. He ain't doing shit.
Easy does it.
I'll steal what I can, Pick my opportunities. Free. Nice. Yeah, so this is how they do loading for this fucking DLC. I hate it. Interesting idea, but I fucking hate it. It's just running across a bridge.
I need to never turn my back to you.
Yeah, never turn your back to me. I will shoot you. In said back.
Timeline discrepancy. The garb on this security guard identifies him as a member of the Rizzo's corporation. His rank would have been that of jawbreaker or higher. This security guard has experienced premature expiration.
Yeah.
Evidence strongly suggests a conflict with marauders.
Search his pockets. Nice. Pay your respects.
Rest in peace, buddy.
Always gotta check their pockets. Jesus. Why are they not doing anything? Really feels like they're not doing anything. Really feels like it. What the fuck was that about? Y'all did nothing. Huh. Fucked up. Feels fucked up at least. Yeah, it doesn't help. Yeah, that doesn't help. That's definitely not gonna really help. Let's break down some shit. Ooh, it's signed. Nice. Pretty damn good, too. Let's That's already better. Okay. Don't really use intimidate. Protect skills. Eh. Fine by me. Okay.
Timeline discrepancy. This card also expired prematurely, following a violent encounter with marauders.
Yep. Figured. This is a landing pad, right? Well, it would be. Heh. How do I get over there? Oh, you suck. There we go.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This card also expired prematurely, following a violent encounter with marauders.
Death removes that which we worked so hard to create in life, a shell to protect us from pain. But it is this shell, this self, that is the cause of all our suffering. He is now free.
Okay. I don't know if I agree with that. I definitely don't agree with that. That actually don't make no sense. Like, at all. Now that I think about it. Anyway. Give him that. Hell yeah. We'll give him the good flamethrower. Hell yeah. It was locked, and I can see what's inside it. Took me a minute. But okay, nothing else here, right? I don't think so. Packing too low. Fuck. Okay, across this long ass bridge. That's how they move this thing. Very weird. There you go, orchards. Orchard's office.
Maybe I could hold up my end if your people weren't sabotaging my operations.
Huh. Say what?
Sorry, can't talk. We're busy having a very tedious conversation.
And if sabotaging the orchards weren't enough, you had to make it personal. You really had to bust my Insta coffee maker too? The nerve.
Hold that asinine thought. Who was this armed stranger who just wandered into your office? Back up for a fight you can't finish?
What the hell are you talking about? I don't know this fella. I think it's mightily more likely that he's under your payroll. Here to burn down what you haven't already.
Hey? I'm just here to investigate a murder. Go about your business.
I see. Just a visitor then. Congratulations, Hathaway. Not everyone's abandoned your orchards.
Well, shame that you're trying to change that. Anyway, sorry for the heated reception, stranger. There's just been some trouble here of late.
Okay.
Name's Overseeing Orchardist Hathaway, and I'm in charge of these orchards. Though it seems like certain groups, which will remain unnamed, are trying to change that. Looks like I'm stuck playing the part of customer service rep. Guess it's different from the usual, at least. Something I can do for you?
heard you mention sabotage.
Yeah. Just another woe to add to the pile. In the past, the orchard subcontracted security work from Slug. You know, keep the malcontents on staff from causing too much trouble. But between the Spectrum Brown unveiling demanding all of our resources and the recent uptick in worker accidents, we just ain't got the budget for security. And, of course, Slug has decided that instead of being reasonable, they're just gonna sabotage our operations until we start paying them again.
Look at the poor Rizzo's manager, lying about Sublight to make himself feel better. Shame he skipped where Rizzo's was short on our payments months before the new unveiling.
Look, at the end of the day, it's obvious that Slug is sabotaging us. I ain't paying until they come clean.
I can figure out what's really going on.
Thank the law, some good news. You hear that, lapdog? Truth's coming. Better fess up while you still can outside of an interrogation room.
While I'm sure you'd love to have a scapegoat on whom you can pin your own incompetence, I suspect you'll be disappointed. But what do I know? I suppose it's up to your new hiree.
Okay. God damn.
You're back, I see. Glad Slug hasn't managed to scare you off.
I think it's more of a wonder that nothing in these law-forsaken orchards has managed to kill them.
How's the investigation going? You got a complete report for me yet?
I'm still looking.
Well, at the moment I can't do a whole lot with this vulture hanging over my shoulder. So I suppose you may as well take your time.
Really now? I consider myself more of a watch canid, here to make sure you don't try to run off without paying us.
There's something else you need to know?
Any leads on the nursery?
Got a lot of dead saplings that'll cost us a lot of bits. I've got a feeling someone poisoned them somehow.
What happened in the Examinator Automech depot?
The mechanicals were hacked. They're pretty much running amok. If you could keep from destroying too many, I'd be obliged. Would save us a lot. That said, you might want to be careful. Those things are built to take on waspkitos, and waspkitos are generally tougher to kill than people. Just something to keep in mind.
Waspkitos? Get fucked. Okay, something in particular to look out for in the processing control room?
The tower processing console is completely fried. Whoever took it out must have used some kind of explosive.
Okay, I'll be back.
I'm sorry you had to come in on such a brusque conversation. Not everyone appreciates the work Slug does on Eridanos.
Especially not folk that Slug is trying to extort.
All right, it seems I need to say it yet again. We're not stomping upon your purple berries or knocking your workers off the planetoid. All we want is for you to pay your dues.
And I want you to stop setting our exterminator mechanicals loose and breaking our machinery.
This is how the conversation has gone for the last hour and a half. As you can see, it hasn't been terribly productive.
Yeah, obviously. What seems to be the problem, or your problem, with the overseeing orchardist?
Well, he's being difficult, as you've no doubt seen. All I'm here to do is enforce an agreed-upon business relationship. But our friend here is disinclined to settle.
Don't tell me to settle. Why don't you settle?
Yes, I'll be sure to do that. I know what you must be thinking, but no, I'm not here to atomize his kneecaps. I just want Slug to get what we're owed.
Any truth to his accusation of sabotage?
If I hear that question one more time, I swear. Look, we just want to get paid. Hampering our clients' productivity is not a good way to get paid. In fact, it's bad business.
Are you sure? You sound like... Or yeah, you sound a bit like extortionist. Like an extortionist.
Do I? Didn't realize that expecting my company to be paid for its work was extortion. You should try telling that to the board. Regardless, Slug's Protection Service has ensured that Rizzo's has had zero problems with its shipments at the docks. And all for a reasonable price. We haven't been hostile when their payments came up short either. In fact, Rizzo's is more of a danger to the orchards than us, considering all the workplace injuries.
Is that an official arrangement with Rizzo's?
Much as we love giving the bureaucrats 29% of our profits, technically not. Official contracts have some rather obscene fees and documentation. Instead, our company's opted for a non-official manager's agreement. I'm just here to make certain our friend over there pays on time.
Maybe I could pay what he owes?
You're weird. Generous, but weird. The sentiment is nice, but Rizzo's doesn't just pay money. They're also literally our meal tickets. Unless you also happen to own an orchard, I don't think you can clear this guy.
Okay, something else.
Yes, I think we've spoken enough about that imbecile. What can Slug do for you?
Slug my balls. Have you seen any sign of Halcyon Helen recently?
Nope. Sorry, but this is the first I've visited this area in over a month. Shame about Helen. Liked her movies.
They were a much-needed diversion from the inadequacies of life in Halcyon.
Celebs as big as Helen always seem to elicit strong binary opinions in people. But that's neither here nor there.
What about non-binary opinions of people? I'd like to ask you a little more about you.
You're welcome to. I don't have any secrets.
Do you do anything other than make sure Slug's business partners pay on time?
Certainly. When I'm not out on a job, they usually stick me in the Slug mess hall. I may be a service collector, but that doesn't mean I can't make a damn fine triple pie.
Okay, get out of here. Fuck off. I'm going to look for clues that I can see. What?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's Rizzo's! Welcome to the Purpleberry Nut Hut, you wonderful, wonderful customer! Thank you for giving my humble existence value.
You, doing all right?
What?
I sure am! Good lamps you got on you to take notice.
This is yeah. Nah, let's just pretend this is normal.
Now I'd love to get you something. Maybe a couple somethings? Whatever you like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price.
Halcyon Helen was in the orchard before she died. Have you seen her?
No, I'm sorry. The only celebrity who shopped recently is Black Hole Birdie. Quite the affable man, as it so happens. And the stories are wrong. He could probably lift 2 benches of tossball players at once, not just one. Laws, not just affable, but virile, too. Ooh, wait a minute. Now that his beau's dead, that means Birdie's single. Maybe I'll strike up a little more than conversation the next time he comes by.
Do you know Birdie's a suspect in Helen's murder? Yeah, you do know he's a suspect in Helen's murder investigation, right?
Oh my! Birdie, a murderer? Well, everyone has their flaws. I'll be sure not to bring it up on our first date.
Anything you could tell me about the orchards?
I'm so glad you asked. The orchards are my 3rd favorite subject, with my first being Rizzo's refreshing drinks and my second being Rizzo's toothsome confectionaries. Our orchards are the source of 63% of Rizzo's total produce, which correlates to 112% of fresh goods throughout all of Halcyon. Give or take a few percent, of course.
Yeah, 12.
If you want to know more about each part of the orchards, might I recommend one of our fantastic tours? One of our options is even audio guided as a special bonus feature.
I might be interested in hearing more about your tours.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Our tours are my 4th favorite subject. Every part of the orchards is so rich with Rizzo's lore. Buy a tour ticket and anoint yourself with knowledge.
Rizzo really pushes the hard sell, huh?
Huh? Oh no, Rizzo's doesn't make me recommend the tour. Helping customers just makes me even happier than I already am. And that's saying a lot. Happy workers lead to happy customers. Happy customers are repeat customers.
This doesn't feel right, Cap. She's on something.
Yeah,
I'm not quite sure what you mean. There's really nothing better than feeling a euphoric sense of happiness and self-contentment. Now, I'd be pleased as punch to sell you a tour ticket.
What are my options?
We have 3 tour options: Premium, Premium Plus, and the Golden Ticket. Each option is wonderful in its own special way. Premium includes a 10-minute pass to the Sprat Petting Zoo. Premium Plus comes with the novelty Purpleberry and Amber, and the Golden Ticket is audio-guided in addition to being self-guided.
I'll buy a ticket.
Which kind would you like?
Give me the gold.
You're in luck. We have 1 left. Normally they're 100 bits, but seeing how I'm sold out of everything else, I can give it to you for just 90. How does that sound?
I'll take it.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Show me.
Our alcohol stocks are larger than ever. And a good thing, too, because I just can't seem to stop myself from getting into them. Our products are just that good.
Bitch.
That's not funny.
You've got a problem, girl. I can't help you. What the fuck is this? Effusive host? Effusive? What's useless bags? What's the fuck does effusive mean? I have no fucking... Huh? Makes no damn sense. Okay. Effusive. Probably should have been more... I don't know. Something.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. These footprints match the shoes previously analyzed in the Grand Ballroom. There is a 110% chance with a 10% margin of error that they were left by Ruth Bellamy,
oh, 120%
the actress known
chance.
as Halcyon Helen.
Examine the footprint and depth. Yeah, the footprint depth and spacing. The spacing between is short and imprint is Helen in a hurry. The tracks hesitate, partially turning in one spot as if Helen paused to look behind her. She may have feared she was being followed.
Have you found something, Captain?
Yeah, Helen was in a hurry and she thought she was being followed.
That's quite the amazing device.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, all the hosts are just fucking dead. Oh god. This dude. Nut Hut? Shame they don't call it the Nut Shack. This is gonna be fucked. Yeah.
Well, sweet hello there, valued visitor.
I don't like this.
I am sure sorry to break it to you, but our orchards are closed to all officially guided tours at this precise moment in time.
This is unofficial.
There's obviously something very wrong with this individual. That smile is unsettling, to put it mildly.
Yeah.
Why, thank you. Rizzo's encourages all workers to put on a happy face when engaging with valued customers. Rizzo's does beseech you to please purchase one of our self-guided options if you're wishing to join one of our rejuvenative, relaxing, reformatory tours. Now with a Puzzle Hedges trademark maze hunt and special edition taste testing for an extra 35 bits a ticket.
Fucking hell. Yeah, okay, I'm not here for a tour, I'm on an investigation.
What kind of investigation? You wouldn't happen to be from the health inspection office, would you?
Health inspector office. I didn't think Halcyon had those.
For sure there is. The Health and Safety Bureau is board-run and certified. So in Eridanos, all inspectors effectively work for Rizzo's. Well, and other representative member corporations of the board. It turns out, the other board corps get a hearty chuckle out of harassing Rizzo's with regular safety checks. It's really not fair if you think about it. Just because we own less shares on the board than the others doesn't mean we should have to deal with health and safety inspections when the others don't.
I guess it's your lucky day. No health concerns here.
Oh, goody. It seems I was unduly worried that something must have fallen through regarding our monthly bribe to Slug.
I'm just here looking for Halcyon Helen's killer.
Grisly stuff, that. I heard the poor gal got her brain pan bashed in. Not that she probably had much rattling around there to start with, if you know what I mean.
Eh? Can't say that I do.
He's saying her intellect was wanting, Captain. Not that you'd know what that's like.
Nope.
You know, sometimes I wonder why we take orders from you.
Well, all that matters is that someone wanted her brain to stop working, right? But no Rizzo's employee would commit such an atrocity. We're far too content with life for that. Won't find an unhappy Rizzo's employee in all of Eridanos. No diddly-dee-dum, you won't.
I'm looking to trace Halcyon Helen's footsteps through the orchard.
Well, you are in luck. She passed right by here the other day. I thought she'd hired a private tour at first, but it was Dr. Blossom who was showing her the way to the RR and DD labs. Can't imagine why she'd need to meet with our head researcher on the Spectrum product line outside of her lab hours. Unless, of course, it had to do with the new product unveiling.
Is she the prophet? Helen was a spokeswoman for Spectrum Brown's ad campaign.
That's right. She was. She sure made for some lovely adverts. Maybe it might have involved an issue with the launch batch then? I can't rightly say. All I know is one of our certified tour guides could have given her a much more comprehensive tour of the grounds were that her interest.
Seen any murder weapons laying around? Bottle of poison, a smoking laser pistol, bloody blunt force objects.
Can't say that I have. We use bad batches of liquor for our pesticides. Only the exterminator mechanicals are armed around here. And I haven't seen any bloody objects aside from the usual pair of gardening shears. Unless, that is, Miss Helen was also stung to death by pollinization waspitos. She wasn't, was she? That would be a mighty wretched way to go.
Deadly pollinizing waspitos?
Pollinization by killer waspitos, indeedy. It's cutting-edge Rizzo's technology. But don't you worry, valued visitor. Our pollinization cycles only run when the orchards are empty, for safety reasons. When a pollinization cycle finishes or is aborted, all waspitos are biologically programmed to return to the hive, their holding pen. Of course, the very last thing Rizzo's would want is a beloved tourist bumbling into the hive and triggering an unscheduled cycle. So you'd best steer clear of it for safety. You'll know the hive by its big, glimmering electric fencing.
Well, are you the groundskeeper?
Yes, indeedy. I've got the wondrous honor of having just been promoted to third keeper of the grounds after the last one disappeared on the job. Gosh, I guess about a week ago now. Before my morning clock-in last Sunday, I was but a lowly nanner peeler picker on the line shift. Now I'm responsible for growing every twig and berry on this vast swath of fertile land.
You don't find it suspicious that the last groundskeeper went missing unexpectedly?
Heaven sweet, no. It's not like he was murdered. He simply disappeared without a trace and hasn't been heard from since. And the groundkeeper before that one? Well, she wasn't missing at all. Her body was found near hive control, covered head to toe in thousands of welds.
Okay.
No mystery, and certainly no murder with what happened there. I mean, you can't exactly hold some mosquitoes on trial. Accidents do happen on the job.
Yeah, shouldn't you be more worried about your well-being? Sounds like groundkeepers don't last long around here.
Why would I? I am daily filled with bursting happiness by bringing to fruition my life's purpose. This job is a blessing. In fact, I can't say I've ever been merrier in my whole life. I reckon you could talk to my supervisor, the overseeing orchardist. He would know more. I used to ask questions, but gee, I just don't feel the urge to anymore.
I actually already purchased the golden ticket.
Well now, you certainly are an individual of refined taste. There are folks who defend the premium option and its sprat petting zoo, but once you've been bit by one sprat, you've been bit by them all. Of course, tours of any excess level must be suspended during a scheduled pollinization cycle. Our waspitos are quite territorial and have been known to sting both workers and visitors alike.
Okay, enough about the orchards.
Gosh and goody gumdrops, but I could talk about the orchards till my lips fell off. Instead, let's talk about whatever interests you, because that's what interests me, too.
Are you okay? You seem excessively happy.
Why, you say that as if it's a bad thing. I am quite overcome with happiness, indeed. You won't find a Rizzo's worker in all of Eridanos who isn't 100% thrilled in their day-to-day existence. It's part of our brand manifesto.
What do you mean?
Happy workers lead to happy customers. Happy customers are repeat customers. And repeat customers make the charts look better on our weekly profit reports. So if nothing else, it's my responsibility at all times to smile, smile, smile. And you know what never fails to bring a smile to my face? The breathtaking tours we offer throughout the orchards. Seasonally available for purchase in the Nut Hut.
The Nut Shack, baby.
I can't stop you from poking around, but do be mindful of our pollinization hive. Waspitos tend towards aggressive at the best of times. There's a reason why we keep him behind an electric fence, you know.
You are a freak.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yeah, up here.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Oh god, frenzied host. Oh, they're mad.
Shh! Here we go!
Real funny! Giving me... I just wanted to make you smile!
Did I hear something?
Don't mess with us!
Okay, then yeah, I'm just gonna stick to the assault rifle. For any kind of, for any kind of damage. Until I find a better weapon in here somewhere.
You think they'd complain if I blazed a few trails through these hedges?
Welcome to the Rizzo's Purpleberry Puzzle Hedges, trademark. Grown on top of Industrial Sludge Pit 27C, these unusually tall purpleberry trees have grown lush, luxuriant foliage and are literally bursting with extra specially piquant purpleberries. As you wander through our winding maze, feel free to try a fresh purpleberry right from a branch.
No, thank
Maybe
you.
you'll discover our next new flavor. Limit 1 berry per customer. Do not try any purpleberries outside of the puzzle hedges. Some visitors have speculated as to the presence of a treasure at the end of the maze. While Rizzo's has placed nothing like this in the puzzle hedges, we still encourage you to explore to your heart's content. Should you experience dizziness, faintness, or simply get lost among the hedgerows during your exploration, please do not try to contact Rizzo's personnel. Simply shelter in place and rescue will arrive within 72 hours, guaranteed, excepting unplanned shutdowns and any other times deemed inconvenient by management.
72 hours.
I've already told you 6 times, and I'll tell you 6 more. I don't want a fucking tour! You can badger me all you want. I don't care if I'm from Forest Mills. I'm here as an individual, and I have just as much right to be here as any other visitor. You're welcome to bring a lawyer if you really want to try to force me out, but I can guarantee you that I will bury them.
Okay. Yeah, do you scream at every single person who approaches you, or am I special?
Don't play dumb with me. How many of you fools have I spoken to by this point? 7? 17? Wait a moment. You have all your teeth. You're not soaked in filth, and you don't look quite as slack-jawed as the regular Rizzo's staff. Are you not with Rizzo's?
No, But what made you think I was a worker? Couldn't I be another visitor on an orchard?
Between the lockdown and the fiasco at the Grand Colonial, there are more interesting places for the average colonist to be, which leads me to believe you're no average colonist. Regardless, please inform me if you'd be interested in a job. I've spent enough time out here that I'm starting to itch. I do not enjoy itching.
Good for you.
I'm sure you have questions.
You mentioned working together?
I did. You see, Rizzo's has been advertising a contest in the puzzle hedges. Whoever gets to the center first gets a bottle of the first Spectrum ever made, the Spectrum Original. My interest, however, lies with the associated promise, the chance to attend the Spectrum Brown unveiling and meet Halcyon Helen.
Well, Helen's dead, but Rizzo's hasn't formally canceled the contest.
Indeed, you are a savvy one. Rizzo's can no longer make good on their promise, which means this entire contest is one big fraud case. All I need is a single piece of evidence. With the Spectrum Original bottle, which is located in the center of the puzzle hedges, I will have all I need to sue Rizzo's for all they're worth. That's where you come in.
But why would Rizzo's give one of their original products away for free?
I don't know if you know this, but Rizzo's is on the outs. They're losing power and losing money. This was no doubt a desperate bid to regain some lost clout. That, or their marketing team is particularly spiteful. You know the saying, I'm sure. Why work for a promotion when sabotage takes half the time and a quarter of the effort?
I guess. Is that true? Yeah, why does Forest Mills want to sue Rizzo's?
Technically, I sue not on behalf of Forest Mills, but for my own benefit. In arbitration, it might be difficult to argue that this contest is designed to slight Forest Mills. However, as it so happens, if my lawsuit takes a chunk out of their savings, then I can collect while also damaging their capital.
Okay.
It's a mutual win. I make millions, Rizzo's falls further from the board's good graces, and Forest Mills products look that much more valuable compared to Rizzo's trash.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure I understand why you need my help. It's just a maze, isn't it?
Navigating the maze is normally no easy task. Rizzo's has no interest in giving their property, however old, away for free.
Getting lost and running into dead ends? We've had lots of practice.
I'm glad you're feeling confident, but this maze is deadly by design. And if that weren't enough, Zimmerman and Navarre don't want anyone sneaking away with their prize. The place is mined and rife with murderous mechanicals.
Is anyone else trying to get the Spectrum Original?
2 buffoons, but persistent buffoons. There's that woman from Glacial Age who has perhaps never had an original idea in her life and hopes to pass the original off as her own. Then there's Navarre, who is strange. I suggested I give her the original after my lawsuit if we worked together, but she wouldn't hear of it. It must be hers alone, it seems.
I'll get you your prize.
Excellent. I look forward to finally being able to focus solely on legal matters.
Cool.
Oh, and keep an eye out for competitors. Odds are they'll be looking out for the original as well.
Right. Gotta kill some cunts. Well, let's do it. The way you do a maze is you pick a wall, you stick to it. So we're gonna stick to this left wall here. Wherever it takes me is wherever it fucking takes me.
That's the last of them.
And we're gonna follow it strictly. Okay. Gotcha, bitch. This way. Huh. Okay. Stick to a wall here. Okay.
Real funny. Woo-hoo! Giving me the chuckles you are.
They are fucked up in the head. Okay, we'll follow this whole thing around here. First. Found where that goes.
I just wanted to make you smile.
They could do that.
Don't mess with us.
Okay. Then you better have my fucking back. Why I picked you. Okay. Okay. So glad those are hard edges right there. Hotel guest. The treasure must be near. I can almost smell it. Well, I could if there was any sensation in my nose or mouth. I've been eating purple berries for the last day, and though at first they were pleasant, lately they've been harder to work it's been harder to work my jaw to chew them. 6 of us entered the maze under the pretense of a friendly hunt for the maze's secret, but only a fool would take that at face value. Carter got us lost in only a few hours, and when Sydney and some of the others became abrasive, I decided to be proactive. Fewer people to split the reward with. Before I shot him, Carter claimed that it wasn't worth it, that the treasure could be shared. He must have been desperate indeed if he thought I'd fall for the same trick twice. Whatever the case, I'm sure I'll be up and searching again. I'll find the treasure or I'll die trying. Well.
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
Looks like you trying, isn't it?
My word, stranger, you sure gave me a
Okay.
fright. I thought you were one of those strange sorts heaving all over the place. Maybe they got a bad batch of purpleberry wine. Since you don't seem to be laughing maniacally or projectile vomiting, think you could do me a favor?
No.
I'm trying to come up with a new name for a glacial age product, but the creative side of things just isn't my area of expertise. Do you happen to have any ideas?
Yeah, I was wandering through a hedge maze. Is that some strangers for product advice a pastime of yours?
Hey, just because I'm in a hedge maze doesn't mean I'm not on work time. So what do you think about helping me out?
I guess I could try.
Great! Don't worry too much about getting it wrong. If the high-rungers hate your idea, I can always just blame it on an intern. So, the company I'm with is Glacial Age. Our products usually have a finer ring to them, and the product I'm trying to name is a vodka. Take your shot.
Good beer. Call it good beer.
You know the product isn't... Never mind. Maybe the higher-ups will be able to market it as a joke product.
Yeah, I get a funny feeling you're not here just to sightsee.
Hell no! Who'd sightsee in a place like this? I've nearly stepped on 3 landmines, and I just had to crawl through a hole in a hedge to keep myself from being crisped up by a mechanical. When you hear the word maze, do you typically think of instant death lurking around every corner? Because
Yeah.
I sure don't.
Kinda do. I'm gonna take a wild guess, seeing how you're in this maze. You want to reach the center.
Close. I want what's in the center. You've heard of the competition, right? Whoever gets to the center gets a rare Rizzo's product and the chance to meet Halsey and Helen? My eyes on the rare Rizzo's product, namely the Spectrum Original, the first product Rizzo's ever made. I intend to reverse engineer it and make it Glacial Age's own.
I'd say that just reworking someone else's old idea is ridiculous and pointless, but that seems to be what passes for innovation these days.
Yep.
Ooh, this is
That's
dandy. I was not expecting any feedback from field testing before I'd even created the product. I'll be sure to jot that down for future reference. All I need for my prototype is the original itself. Then I can start production.
Yeah, isn't stealing the original to make your own project kind of dishonest?
Dishonest? I've only ever heard that word used in that arbitration serial Lawful Labelle. Rizzo steals, Spacer's Choice steals, Auntie Cleo steals. And so, if Rizzo's decides to release one of their original products for anyone to take, then it's Glacial Age's right to swoop in and be proactive.
I'm not seeing why you want my help.
It's these damn puzzle hedges. I don't know what I look like, but I reckon it ain't like a scrapper. That place is fit to burst with mines and killer machines. No doubt the work of my rivals. Better no one can get to the original if they can't have it.
You're not the only one seeking this product, right?
Reckon not. I've seen a couple of folks as out of place as, well, me.
Yeah.
One's a lawyer. You can tell by the smell of cigarettes, booze, and tears. Must sense there's a lawsuit to be found with the original. On principle, I don't want him to get it. Also, ran into a woman with a funny look in her eye. Plain told me she wanted the prize so she could stick it on a shelf. Hell's the use in that. Shelf ain't gonna help nobody.
Well, good luck. Well, I already promised to give the original to someone else.
Looks like the others are getting a little more aggressive. I know it's asking a lot, but maybe you could find it for me instead? Help out a struggling R&D developer?
Yeah, good luck with that.
My, oh my. Wouldn't it be wonderful if a freelancer could help rescue me from my horrible plight?
Yeah, wouldn't it? Feel like you're a long way from glacial age offices.
Hey, when a body hasn't contributed to her R&D team in what feels like months, she starts to pursue any leads that come her way. I tested into this job, same as anyone else, but there was a malfunction with the testing equipment during my final assessment. Makes me think that maybe I wasn't cut out for this. No matter what the scores say, it ain't easy for me to make things. Only had a few successes, like little cysties, pustules that pop, or my no muss, no fuss biodegradable bullets.
Biodegradable bullets, I mean, eventually. Yeah, maybe? That would be a funny way to go about it, though. Yeah, it's hard to decide. I don't think I've heard of either of those products.
Ah, well, some of these ideas are still works in progress. Yes, just got to iron out the kinks. No catch on.
I don't know if I could iron those kinks
but if you think you see any tears in my eyes, it's just allergies acting up. Lots of plants and pollen and such in these orchards.
Bye. Now, where was I? I was picking a wall. Sticking with it. Yeah, she good. Okay. Yeah, we good. We golden. We coolin'. Okay. Let's take that. Hell yeah. Oh, okay. That was kind of dumb. Really? Right there? You fuckhole. Okay, well, I basically almost made a whole circle. There's a way I didn't make a whole circle. Oh, I didn't even notice you here, cunt.
Greetings. Have you brought your auto mechanical to the service technician lately?
Well, what you just said sounds both banal and scripted enough to be a code phrase. Am I wrong?
Clever, aren't we? Should be careful. Making accusations like that could get a body into a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Anyway, forget it. You aren't the person I was looking for.
Yeah. How do you know I'm not?
You're not covered in a layer of dirt, fertilizer, and self-loathing.
Well, fertilizer,
Listen,
no.
I don't know you, so I'd rather keep my admissions to a minimum without the presence of legal counsel. I was waiting for someone to give me information about these hedges. That's as much as you need to know.
And much, much more than we wanted to.
I take offense to that. I think.
Oh, I get it. You're after the prize at the center of the hedges, too.
Shh! Not so loud! Ah, damn it.
Huh.
I guess you already know.
Yeah?
I am indeed looking for the prize. You've caught me.
Sorry, you're not the only one looking for the Spectrum original, I imagine?
Nope. There's a bottom feeder who sees an easy payday connected to it, but he's hardly worth considering. I also briefly engaged with an optimistic young woman intending to use the original as a springboard for upward mobility. Better than letting it rot, but still not ideal.
If I the bottle, won't let you go to the unveiling, why are you here?
What interest have I in an unveiling? I don't watch much in the way of serials, and crowds only make it easier for people to get behind you.
Huh.
I'm after the Spectrum original itself. And not to drink. Have you noticed that there's no trace of anything the corporations have done in the past? In fact, this contest for the original is the only time I've ever seen a corp refer to a prototype product not currently on the market. And why isn't it on the market?
I don't know. Yeah, now that you mention it, that is a little strange.
Indeed. And it's happened before. Seems the Corp are trying to hide their past failings. Anyhow, it's valuable to me to collect that which might inform future generations.
Alright. Sorry, I already agreed to get the Spectrum for someone else.
Did you now? And how do you know the others aren't secretly Rizzo's agents who'll stab you in the back and take the bottle the moment you turn away? Give me the original and your actions will actually matter. I can promise you that.
How do I know you're not? I mean, sounds like something an agent would say.
Think fast. Never know when someone will come out of a bush, bolter pistol at the ready. Keep your voice down. Never know who might be listening.
Right. You mentioned a prior Orchards contract?
I did.
Contact?
Someone I paid to inform on the orchards after I heard murmurs of a prize here. For security reasons, I never learned much about my contacts. All I knew about this one was that they were a groundskeeper. But the one here is either senseless or acting very well. Presumably, whoever I was in contact with was lying. Or they were found out and hurled off the side of Eridanos. It's a risk of the business.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, well, bye-bye. Okay. Yeah. The presence of enemies means I'm going the right way. And I'm in that way. So... There. Yep. Guess maybe a,
Like... Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Really?
Analysis. Ground appears to be scattered with purpleberry seedlings. This particular strain is of a variety proprietary to Rizzo's and should not be in common use.
You notice the glass bottle contains some of the seedlings half buried in the dirt. As you turn it over, you find a label on the bottle that reads, "Property of Carter Reynolds, botanist." He got murked, yeah. Looks like the person who took the original didn't hide their tracks so well. Congratulations, explorer. You reached the center of the purple berry puzzle hedges. The certificate entitles you to a 5% discount on certain Rizzo's products at Rizzo's vending machines. Notes that promise of discounts is non-binding. Any failure to find Rizzo's vending machine. Okay, yeah. That's just trash. Okay. Kinda. Huh. That's it. I just gotta find that Carter prick. fuck he could have run off to. I think I've explored this maze. Like, fully. Looks like I find Carter hidden somewhere. Which I might not. Yeah, before he shot him. So Carter probably would have been somewhere back here, maybe? He shot him. He's in the maze somewhere. But he definitely took it. To be in the maze somewhere. Okay, it just takes me right back there. And that's where it was. Okay, well, it's a secret hole. Okay. I don't know what the motherfucker could be. Okay.
Great day for a starship ride, is it not? Keep your voice down. Never know who might be listening.
Yeah. So about the prize you're looking for.
I'm afraid I haven't made much headway on my own. Admittedly, I'm a little wary of all the explosions I keep hearing.
Okay, I didn't find a prize in the maze, but I did find a lead.
Better than a burning barrel filled with Spectrum Original bottles, I suppose. Follow your lead. Keep an eye out for fakes.
That's it? Where is the motherfucker? Oh, Molly's barking in her sleep. Poor baby. Oh, poor girl. Okay, well, where the fuck is this dude? Pretty sure he said he shot him in the maze. So why would it be so fucking hard to find him? Okay. How do I get over here? Get over there. This way, maybe? No? What the fuck? Huh? How do I get over there? No. Huh. Okay. Well, this helps. Now, where's dude? That can't be found. The conservatory? Oh. Well, where's the conservatory? Is it there? Okay. Fuck it. Oh no. Get it? What's that? Huh. I guess places I have found clues also show up. Carter? Oh, he died.
Timeline discrepancy. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Okay. Subway foot. Nice.
Timeline discrepancy detected. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Okay. Huh. Well, he was shot.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Okay.
Hey, God! What are you doing in here?
Whatevs.
Are you authorized to be in the conservatory? Are you trying to give me a heart attack? Are you my ex-wife? No, she fell off the side of Eridanos under mysterious circumstances 6 years ago.
Weird.
Conveniently rendering our marriage contract null. You must be the new groundskeeper? That can't be it either, seeing how the new one hasn't died yet. Just who are you?
Yeah, I'm a freelance captain. I've been hired to investigate Halcyon Helen's murder.
An inspector? Well, I don't think you'll find any evidence here. You're welcome to ask what you want, seeing how I figure you would anyway. Bleeding hell. Standing up like this makes a body forget how stiff he gets, bent over plants all day. Oh, seems I'm not as young as I feel.
Oh, well. You're a botanist? Then why do you seem so pale?
You know what? I just spend too much time inside. Truly, I am ashamed of my craft.
Did Halcyon Helen come through here?
Indeed. Tromped in and out of the conservatory with no heed for anyone else. Good thing none of my charges were damaged. Starlet or not, I would have had a harsh word for her. I heard she pushed her way into a tour of the RR&DD labs not soon after. She's just a serial actress. Yet she acts like she's deserved of the same access as a co-CEO. Well, she's not going anywhere ever again, which is a shame, of course. Taken too soon and all.
Okay, I found this bottle at the heart of the puzzle hedges. It says it's yours.
Oh, there that damn thing is. Thank you. I guess this proves it's wise to label your things. Otherwise, some fool might use them as prizes in an ill-advised scavenger hunt.
I found it real close to where I should have found the Rizzo's original. Strange, huh?
I will admit, I did take the original, yes. But I did so to keep it away from those who shouldn't have it. It's safer in my hands. If you're here to get it, I might suggest you give up. I'm known to be quite a stubborn git.
You just steal it. You're taking the original makes it seems like Rizzo's lied about a prize, which is fraud.
Damnation, hadn't thought of that. Isn't my having it better than any random guest making off with it? I guess not, if it'll cause the company more trouble. Here's the original. Don't do anything with it that I wouldn't do.
Yeah. Okay then. So I'll go give it to the collector. Real quick. Okay. Make way.
Hi there, somebody I don't know. Have you stopped to smell the purple berry flowers of late? Keep your voice.
Okay, I have the Spectrum original. Here you go.
Let me have a look. It's a little scratched on the neck, and the label's a bit smudged. Smells funny, but I think it is genuine, yes. This'll look real good in my archives. Here's your pay.
Cool.
I'll be in touch if there's ever another time when I need to keep a corporation honest. And if anyone ever asks, we never met.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Fuck y'all. Okay. Where am I? What's up there?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, I need to get fucking up there. God damn it. Over here then.
This console is 95% 5% non-functional. Remaining 5% functionality stems from display reading, console non-functional. Cause of shortout is most likely related to purple residue splattered all across the keyboard.
Taste the residue.
That's probably not wise, Captain. You don't know... Oh, never mind.
Perform chemical analysis.
Substance contains trace amounts of purple berries, fruit flavors, and artificial sweeteners. Number 35, number 49, number...
Okay, yeah. Inspect the console. Not much, there's a lot of buttons. Okay. Well. What is this part about? Yeah, that. Okay, let's see what that's about. Wonder what's under here. Ah. Right. Fucking freaks. Ooh. Damn, Mark III is pretty nice. That one's at least nice. God damn. Okay, let's back over here.
Timeline Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Good. Feels very sarcastic. Recall extermination automex. Okay. Well, we stopped that. Nice. They'll all come back. Stop fucking up.
Timeline discrepancy. Congratulations, Inspector.
Yeah.
You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
And more.
Timeline discrepancy. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as...
Okay, what?
As Halcyon Helen.
Okay. It's not really good for much.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Fate shines on us today.
Okay.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered... Timeline discrepancy. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Its tossball stick is bent and cracked, exceeding tossball regulation equipment in the end of tossball stick. Okay.
Bits of wicker detected, embedded within the chunks of dark matter. Wicker is not a known ingredient of the dark matter product.
Examine the end of the stick. It looks like it's just someone who used the tossball stick to completely obliterate a picnic basket. Maybe it's some kind of upper class mating ritual.
The only members of a tossball team strong enough to crack a stick in two are the dedicated hackers, like Black Hole Birdie. Whatever Ms. Ruth Bellamy must have relayed to the tossball hacker during their picnic together instigated a furious increase in his usual strength threshold by 52%.
Let's not jump to conclusions. There are drunk primals stomping around. One of them could have broken it.
Maybe. This is a key card for the Rizzo's. Research and Development District Labs. If you're reading this warning anywhere other than the R&D labs, yeah, there's a okay, whatever, we'll take it, steal it. Gotcha. All that shit.
Timeline discrepancy detect analysis. This discarded canister is typical of the R-mounted storage tanks on the orchard's agricultural mechanicals. However, it is not currently attached to a mechanical. This canister contains a high amount of vinegar in addition to water. Warning, use of vinegar, a known herbicide on purpleberry saplings, is a violation of Rizzo's agricultural standards.
That's stupid. Initiate a deeper chemical analysis.
Chemical makeup of substance. 50% water, 50% vinegar. Trace amounts of woolly cow feces also detected.
DA, where are these canisters usually kept?
These canisters can typically be found in the nursery storage building in the Purpleberry Orchards, except for this one, which can be found here.
Okay. Well, very interesting. Well, I wanted to kill you. It was more important. Yeah, they've been recalled, so they're good. Is that it around here? Looks to be. Go back to him then. Good here. For that bit. How I? Yeah, I did that. Yeah, where's this? It's over there. That's okay, that's there. I'm going to the R&D labs. Perfect. That's what I want to do. Over here. Yeah, I'll steal. I don't give a fuck. Oh, hey.
Hey! Oh, wait. I'm supposed to say the slogan.
Yeah.
Okay, you can do this, Anna. Here goes. It doesn't matter if you're you or me. We're all part of the Rizzo's family. How was that?
That was quite enthusiastic.
Yeah? I don't think that was a Rizzo's slogan or any company slogan for that matter.
Ouch. Well, your candor's appreciated, even if it means I'll have to hit the books even harder tonight. I'm sure you've guessed it, but I'm not the best at remembering slogans. And when I can't remember them, I tend to just make them up. But I guess that's why I'm just an intern and not a full-timer. At least, not yet.
I haven't been causing trouble in the orchards, have you?
What? No, that's ridiculous. I can't tell you I've never made any mistakes, but it'd be pretty hard to keep my job if I were trying to break everything. Though there was the time I tried to fix a broken hinge on one of our mosquito hives and released a swarm. Chased me around the orchards 3 times before I managed to get help.
Okay. Considering the whole stinging to death thing, I feel like you got off easy.
Don't I know it? Worker friend of mine ran afoul of one of the swarms and had to get new kidneys. Not due to renal failure, but because the mosquitoes kept stinging his kidneys. Don't worry though, mosquitoes are typically only about when living folks aren't in the orchards.
Yeah, what happens if you see a mosquito get out during visiting hours?
I am contractually obligated to tell you that mosquitoes never get out during visiting hours. But when they do, the only way to get them to return is to go directly to hive control and activate emergency recall. Which isn't easy, considering all the hives near control. But this is all a departure from what I wanted to say. I've been trying to help the orchards, not harm them. Hold a moment. You haven't found anything, have you?
I found a strange substance on the processing console. Not have something to do with you?
Well, maybe. I might have had a supersized cup of mixed purpleberry punch and lemon slap that I might have knocked over when I was running routine diagnostics. Look, I know what you're thinking, but I have the proper permit to mix those drinks. I just left it in my other work uniform.
Unfortunately, our daily behavior is filled with such inanity that truest alibis often sound the weakest.
Hey, we have a lot of uniforms. It's hard keeping track of all your belongings.
You're more upset about the drink mix than the fried console?
Product experimentation without an R&D license is even more severe than damage to company property. Wouldn't want anyone thinking I'm making black market mixed drinks.
Found a toxic mix of fertilizer and weed killer on some purpleberry saplings. Thoughts?
Why should weed killer affect saplings? Weed killer. It's in the name. It should kill only weeds. That really seems like it's more on product design than on me.
You should really just come clean.
But there's nothing to come clean about. I've just been doing my best out here.
I don't believe you. I don't think I've met an intern before.
It's not so different from being a regular worker, just with less pay and less respect. Oh, it's also more dangerous than traditional employment. You don't have the experience to back up your work yet, but being fired isn't any less threatening. Work-wise, I do a bit of everything. The orchards have been short-staffed as long as I've been working here. So if there's an odd job around, it usually gets passed to me.
How'd you get your position?
Laws, you've got a sixth sense for finding the most embarrassing question, huh?
I guess.
My mother is the Rizzo's assistant vice president of flavor testing. She set me up with this position. Mostly to keep me from troubling her work, I think. Consequently, I don't always feel like I deserve to be here. All the more reason to work harder, I say.
I take it you don't intend to stay an intern.
Much as I love delivering coffee and medical attention, not quite, no. Don't tell anyone I said this, but I sometimes feel that our workers could be treated a little better. Maybe only get electrocuted awake every other day? So I'm shooting for administration in Rizzo's.
Okay.
Maybe even the board itself. Best way to evoke change is from the inside, I think.
Well, I'd be an intern if it's riskier than typical employment.
Much higher chance of promotion. If I can tough it out here without getting axed, I can skip the 5+ years of customer service I'd normally have to deal with.
Sure.
I can prove my merit here and move up in the world. And the sooner I do that, the sooner I can set to improving things for everyone else.
Yes. Yeah, well, helping folks is dangerous. The board doesn't like people who mess with the status quo.
Mother did mention that from time to time, but she always kept me far away from her work. Who could complain about happier workers and higher profit gains?
I've learned my fill.
Happy to enlighten you on the fascinating world of internships. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Unless you already have, and I've forgotten. In which case, I probably won't forget a second time.
Okay, bye. I'm just done. Oh, shit. She talks too goddamn much. Okay, yeah, we'll go over to the fucking R&D lab.
That good.
That's just super... Because of this rifle, it's all super easy now. Cool. Fuck yeah. Let's do... Yeah, let's do more lockpick. Yeah. Could always use that. Hey, cool. Cool. 4 points for them. Okay. Get that. Now what's down here? Nothing exciting.
You don't know how grateful I am for the morale improvement program. Changed my life.
Okay. Mr. N. Okay. I'll take your Mr. N.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more Timeline discrepancy. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Yeah. I wish I'd find something other than that. Over it. Ah, some murder victims up here. Cool. Ah. Okay. Yep, write that down. You don't care. Eh. Hold on to that. Eh. That's just hack plus 7. Ooh. That's actually really fucking nice. Fuck it, I'll wear it. I'll keep that though. So yeah, 66. Oh, that's very good. Yeah, you get that. Perfect. Oh, I got some good armor. Shit.
Just once, I'd like to investigate a corporation without having to trod through the nightmare that is their R&D department.
Right. But, you know. It's always a corporation. It's always a fucking R&D department. It's where all the shit goes wrong. It's always in R&D. It's never in marketing. Marketing never fucks up like this.
Hello? I can hear you out there. If you still possess the majority of your mental capacities, please locate the test room through the lobby and to the left. You'll see me through the glass.
Quietly now.
Okay. Well, recent appointments. Ah, she made an appointment recently. I really don't care to read right now. As soon as I get out of the R&D department, I'm done. Done for the evening. So, fuck it.
How in the Aether did you get in here? You're not a Rizzo's authorized. Oh, void it all. What does it even matter now?
It doesn't.
What do you want? Speak up and quickly if you will.
I want that. What's that back there? I want that. I'm investigating Halcyon Helen's murder. Was she here recently?
You do know that Halcyon Helen is a fictional character portrayed by the late actress, Ruth Bellamy, yes? One can't be too sure with so many simpletons around in the day-to-day. Regardless, I am not at liberty to divulge such information with non-employees or personnel lacking security clearance level Spectrum Orange. Of course, if you were to say, contract your services to me, I suppose I could grant you clearance enough to answer your murder-related questions, Mr. Inspector. You see, I've found myself in a bit of a pickle. Some of my lab techs have turned rather aggressive following a recent experiment gone awry. Hence why I've barricaded myself in the lab.
Is there anything, no, there isn't anything, you can do to help?
Yes. I suppose I should make myself useful. Let me think. Ah, I know. I can remotely unlock the supply closets in the lower levels of the lab.
Okay.
Perhaps you'll find some useful apparatus or two in them.
Okay. Didn't see any hostiles on my way here from the entry door. You can make a run for it.
And lose my life's work? You want me to just burn my lab and my entire future to the ground over one experiment that's gotten rather out of hand? No, I think not. We merely need to clean up the mess, so to speak. Reset the lab back to functional parameters.
Clean up the mess? These are people's lives you're speaking of.
Not much of lives.
Staff can be replaced, you know. Research data? Now that's invaluable.
What goes on in these labs that could be that would turn your researchers against you?
Oh no. They're quite unaware of their actions, I'm afraid. We're a research and development branch of Rizzo's, focused primarily on the Spectrum vodka line. But the specific research that goes on in this facility is utterly confidential. You understand?
Yeah? Persuade. Okay. I'll find out when I hunt through the labs. You might as well be up front with. Yeah, you might as well tell me up front.
So you've no qualms about snooping through my precious research files.
No.
But will you understand the data once you've acquired it? Essentially, we research new innovations for an array of Rizzo's products. My present troubles stem from one we've just developed. The product's potential for profit is nearly limitless. But I'm afraid explaining the science behind it would far exceed your capability for understanding.
Wow, okay then.
Now, was there anything else?
I can take care of your problem, but I need you to answer some questions afterwards.
Excellent. You have my gratitude, and soon you'll have my knowledge of Miss Bellamy's recent visit as well. Now, if you'd rather not kill my lab techs during this cleanup, I believe you can dispense a sedative gas from a terminal in the utility room.
Better than cold-blooded murder.
Yeah?
The door to the lower labs is sealed for our safety, so you'll need to take the elevator down. I'll unseal the access hallway for you now. Do take care.
Fuck. God damn it. Okay, well.
Yet another researcher killed in the line of duty. Who knew research and development was such a dangerous profession?
They did, obviously. Mine the gas canisters. Yeah. Okay, can't do anything with that. Gotta do this. Okay. Try stealthing through. Yeah, I don't want to hurt these sons of bitches. But I don't think I can sneak past them. I have an idea. Just make them passive for now. Okay.
I'm coming! I'll show you happiness! I can't hear you laughing! I can't hear you laughing!
So how am I supposed to... How am I supposed to get in there without killing them?
Easy does it.
Guess like this.
If it weren't for the random explosive canisters everywhere, I'd almost call this cozy.
Right. Okay. Weird. Yeah, I really don't want to read.
Whoa, that's a lot of Rizzos.
Yeah. Okay. Disperse sedative gas. There we go. Yeah. Gotta be a janitor. Whatever. Okay, we good. They sleep. Can I go and loot them all? Cool. Okay. Useless shotgun. Nice. Shotguns in this game were so fucking bad. I don't even know what the fucking point was. Nothing good anyway. Whatevs. Yeah, should read it. Well, read. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother right now. There's nothing really in here. Okay. Yeah, nothing. I would have thought it should have been down here at some point. Guess not. Policy on Helen is full of surprises. This top must belong to some bullshit. Don't care. Bye. Yeah. Okay, that's it. I guess. Okay. They're glowing with nothing in them. That's fucked up. Let's eat a bunch of food. There we go. I don't know what I ate. I'm saving. Okay. That all I needed to do? Yep. Good.
Just who in the... Oh my law. It's you. Wait. What do you think you are?
Oh, this is quite troubling. I can't imagine any scenario where this bodes well for the doctor.
Yeah. Well, fuck, cunt.
Well, shit. This case just got a bit more interesting.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay.
Confirmation of discrepancy confirmed. This person is most definitely dead. But recently, they were still alive.
Huh. No shit. Examine the body. Okay, yeah. Well, it's oddly minimal for gunshots. Okay. Search the area. Gunshots. I don't see any bullet casings.
Anyone else think there should be more bullet holes here?
Did the device find anything? Besides the obvious, I mean.
Yeah, strange. I heard gunshots over the intercom, but I don't see any casings.
Yeah, you're right. Either they cleaned them up or they've got one fancy firearm.
Leave. Fucking weird.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay. Collect all 8 variants? The fuck? Open. God damn. Really want me to find that shit to open that? What the fuck? Okay, now on confirmation. Additional clues. Fine, I'll find additional clues. Parasite findings. Interesting.
Why do I get the distinct impression someone's trying to stop us?
The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already scanned.
Huh. Weird, okay. I hope. That would be a good thing, wouldn't it?
The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already scanned.
Not gonna... Oh, whoops. There it is. Okay. This is...
Okay.
This is Dr. Blossom. Iridanium gigaseous slug research report 1. Subject: a bunch of slugs. Ugh. These things may well be Rizzo's ticket to the top of the board. But at the end of the day, they still look like my brother would if he ever stopped wearing that damn toupee. Initially found these little bastards suckling on the hairy undersides of a teacup canid. Much like my brother, who works for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. The backstabber. Suffice it to say that these things are parasites. The canid didn't seem to mind, but it's almost as stupid as my research staff. Good stuff. Oh, whoops. Got some spectrum on the dissection subject. It's fine. Yeah, I think I see a couple sacs in the worm. Might secrete enzymes or poison or something. We'll figure it out later. Starting to see doubles, so I'm going to switch to working on the Gatling. Almost got the spectrum lock done.
Okay. Fine. There we go. Where the fuck else can I look around in here? Oh, over there. Okay.
Timeline. Body heat readings indicate that the culprit was just here, mere moments earlier in the timeline.
Examine the grates. The grate would make for the perfect covert entrance, assuming one knows the HVAC plan is small enough to fit in the shaft. The fuse box. There's a cut wire in the box. Someone wanted to power cut something. We're not quite sure what. Okay. Huh. Well. Give it up some bullshit. Here we go. Anything through here? Huh. Ah, this is the back way up. I could have done that. To an extent. Probably up to here. Weird. I got 3 out of 8, it seems. Oh, someone is trying to stop us. Very interesting. But I guess that will have to be it then.
Attention all personnel. Unscheduled pollinization cycle is about to commence. Please evacuate the orchards at this time. Releasing the wasquitos for pollinization. Cycle is now in progress.
The wasquitos are being released. Am I the only one not surprised by this? Someone must think we're getting too close to the truth.
Yeah. Kinda does sound like it. Well, I take care of the waspitos real quick. They're not that big of a deal. I mean, they're really nothing. I do need to change them back to aggressive. There we go. As long as they help. Bitch.
Everyone all right?
Did you know that wasquitos will persistently chase an opponent for miles on end? At Rizzo's, we value...
Is that it? Before you're stung to death?
The dogged work ethic.
I gotta stop the cycle.
These insects display.
Okay, whatever. Then yeah, that'll be it then. I'm good for the evening. So, we'll start finishing up this, weird-ass mystery. Next time. Or we'll continue with this weird-ass mystery next time. There we go. Okay. That'll be good. Alright then. Take it easy, everyone. Thanks for watching. Stay golden. See y'all next time. Bye.